In this video, we're going to cover a little bit of the layout of the class and how to navigate through this course in this online setting. First and foremost, where you are currently at is the Start Here. And upon completion of the Start Here book, it'll unlock the class syllabus, the extra credit instructions, and then the extra credit results. You will need to read the extra credit instructions and the course syllabus to become a little bit more familiar with the class. Also, every week you have the opportunity to earn up to 5 points extra credit in this class. And what I will be asking you to do is to record some market reports or some futures prices. And where you will record that information is under this extra credit results page. So make sure you read the course syllabus, read the extra credit results, and then download this results page as well. So that way you can record all the extra credit right here under this extra credit results. Now the way that this class is going to be set up is we're going to set everything up in where we're covering a chapter every 2 weeks. So right now we're looking at 2 collapse topics is what it's called. To be able to access the first topic, you just simply click right here on this gray bar. And that's going to pull up the first week's instructions. So it's going to talk about up here first and foremost, it's going to talk about which chapter we're covering. We're not always going to go in order in this class. We might go from chapter 1 to chapter 3, for example, and then so on and so forth. So the first thing you need to do each week, or at the beginning of the first of the 2 weeks, is read which chapter we're going to cover. Here we're going to cover chapter 1. And then after that, each week is going to be set up roughly the same way. Where right here I have a couple of miscellaneous assignments that I need you to take care of. First, like an introduce yourself form. I need you to take a syllabus quiz, and the syllabus quiz is going to be based off of the class syllabus and the extra credit instructions. So it's very important you read those two before you take this quiz. And then also I need you to complete the email assignment. Then right here is where we start getting into the actual flow of each week. Each week, I need you to open up this reading and activities. Simply by clicking on it, it's going to tell you you need to read chapter 1 of the agricultural marketing system, and then also read and study these notes. Then it's going to lay out in order of what you need to complete. It's going to say that you need to complete the introduce yourself form. It's going to tell you when it's due and how many points it's worth. Then you need to complete the syllabus quiz, and so on and so forth, all the way until you get down to the bottom. So this reading and activities really lets you know what you need to do that week. And then each week is going to be set up the same way. It's going to have the lessons and questions. So here we have 3 different lessons. So in the first week, you're going to complete all the lessons. Then it's going to have the quizzes, but there is no quiz this first week. And then it's going to have the chapter notes down here, the class discussion, and then the week 1 virtual office hours. Now the class discussion is a voluntary discussion board. If you have any questions about the chapter, you are encouraged to place them here in this class discussion. And as it will tell you that all of the students will be able to see your question, and all of the students will be able to respond to your question. So this is kind of like a little study session to where if you have any questions, you can post them here. Other students can respond to it. You can respond back to them, and a little bit more of collaboration within the class. Even if you're not posting into this section, as a student, you are still expected to check this forum and then respond with answers to questions that you know. So if you know the answer to a question that a student has, feel free to respond to it, and it's to help your fellow classmates out. Then down below, right below that, we have the week 1 virtual office hours. Every Wednesday, I'm going to be holding virtual office hours for this class from 4 till 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you have additional questions in this class, feel free to click into the virtual office hours on a Wednesday from 4 to 5. Now this is not mandatory. You do not have to participate in the virtual office hours, but it's there in case you need it. And then down here is where you're going to submit your extra credit from week 1. In the second week of the 2 weeks, remember we're covering a chapter every 2 weeks. You're going to have again the readings and activities. And then it's going to tell you that you need to complete the biological lag assignment, the functional approach, and then the procurement marketing assignment. You'll need to take this chapter 1 quiz. And then again, we have kind of a duplicate. We have the Chapter 1 notes, the class discussion from Chapter 1, the Week 2 virtual office hours, same thing as before, and then the extra credit. So that's how each week is essentially going to look each time. We're just going to have in the first week, you'll need to complete the lessons. In the second week, you'll need to complete the lesson or the questions, the assignments, and then the quiz. Another important aspect about this Moodle webpage that you might really be interested in is your grades. So as we go through the class, you will be receiving grades whenever you complete, say, the lessons, or you turn in extra credit. And if you want to keep up with your grades, the place that you find your grades is right here under this grades aspect. So the way that the grades are set up in this class is we'll have different folders. Here's the folders for all of the lessons that as you complete them will show up right here. It'll show what your grade is after you complete it, and then what is the possible grade range. It'll also show the chapter assignments. Each are worth 15 points. The quiz, the Chapter 1 quiz, the miscellaneous assignments, and at some point in time we will be posting information on the final project, so keep a lookout for that. And then also your extra credit down here. So it's going to show you what you're earning in this class as you go through the class. So essentially that's what you're going to need to do to navigate through this class. Each week, just open up, see which chapter we're discussing that week or in those 2 weeks. Complete or look through this readings and activities to see what you need to complete that week. Complete it, and then you'll be done for that week. Again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Either give me a call, shoot me an email, or just swing by if you're in town.